Hello, one and all. My name is Ryan Bruce.
My name is Mike.
And today on Riffs, Beards, and Gear, we are going to check out the brand new NS Icon bolt-on base from Spector. So as bases go, I've long talked about how there's some pillars, like I've talked about in previous videos that I've done, the big three videos, and you need a fourth pillar for the foundation of the house. And I would consider Spector bases to be amongst those classic sounding and looking bases. And today we're going to check out a brand new offering from Spector, a budget entry of sorts.
It is the entry level.
Okay.
Indeed.
This is the NS Icon bolt-on base. We will be checking it out today. And before we go any further, this is not a sponsored video. Spector did send us this base to check out, but they have no input on this video. All thoughts and opinions are ours.
Okay, so my experience with Spector bases is very limited. I've played a couple others. When I was living in New York, I lived very near the US factory or the shop.
Sure.
And I went over and visited a couple times, which was very cool. The whole staff there was super welcoming, and they loaned me a base to do a Couchris video once.
Pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool folks. And that was the first one I ever played. I've played, Kelly Lemieux from Buck Cherry, and he's been in a load of bands.
Yeah.
He is a dedicated Spector player. I've played a bunch of his, and they're amazing. He has one of those NS2X, that's sort of like offset.
Ooh,
it's so amazing. I love it. So I lust after it.
I've always identified, being a 90s kid, Mike Starr, Alice in Chains, his classic white Spector on the Wood video and all the live footage. It was his main tour base. When I think of Spector bases, I think of Alice in Chains.
So I just got home from tour less than a week ago. I was so excited. Base was waiting, and I've spent a little bit of time playing it, and I have to say I am thoroughly impressed. I know that at the time of this recording, they haven't completely landed on final map pricing, but the 4-string version is in the neighborhood of $11.99 and the 5-string $12.99.
Pretty killer when you consider that this feels, so having not been too familiar with their more expensive bases either, this felt like the expensive base. I didn't know anything about this base when it came.
Right.
This is all Mike. And I was like, what did you get sent? Like what came? Because this thing is bonkers.
So I don't know, the bodies of these bases are contoured. They're
curvy.
Yeah. To fit comfortably on
and they do
a real body, not a Hollywood body, not a Hollywood body.
They're a dad bod base.
So
that's patented.
Dad bod base.
Yeah, dad bod base.
TM chugs on the channel. So that is a feature that has been with this body style from the beginning.
Yes.
I believe that many of the lower tier versions of this base were flat top, flat back, no contours.
Yes.
It's got Aguilar pickups, brass nut, alder body, super flamey top.
That was another giveaway. That was the brass nut in particular was a feature that that's why I was like, what is this? What did you have sent here? Because you don't see that on budget anything these days.
Sure.
The brass nut is expensive.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, what?
That's a 3-piece maple neck. Although this looks like one. It says 3-piece
Yeah,
in the
it's 3.
specs. I don't, I got old man eyes. And satin finish. It feels great. Rosewood, and I don't know what they call these inlays, but these are the
Yeah.
inlays that go in the upper models as
Yeah.
well. This shape. So there are a lot of features to this bass that are identified with much more expensive basses. And this feels like a much more expensive bass to me.
Is this a 34-inch scale?
This is 34.
Okay.
Feels very comfortable in the hand.
So the thing with Spector basses is when you play them, for me anyway, my personal experience with them is other basses, other makes and models of other manufacturers, you feel when you put it on or when you sit down with it, you feel like, okay, I have to get ready to play bass. Now this is a much more, it's just a compact, it kind of stays out of your way, I guess is the best way to put it. It's just, it just lets you kind of do you when you want to play it, and you don't have to reach over the, because the body is not physically huge.
Right. As opposed to like a Thunderbird bass body.
Just massive,
or a
massive
grabber.
basses.
Something
Right.
that's just, giant.
Yeah.
The neck, it feels even more manageable than a jazz neck.
I would agree with that.
And I've been a big fan of jazz necks for a long time, and I gotta say, this neck feels incredible.
Right.
I'm not a Spector historian,
I'm
But-
not either.
but the NS stands for Ned Steinberger. Did
Does
you
it
know that?
really?
The NS stands for Ned Steinberger. Ned
No.
Steinberger either designed or co-designed the original Spector NS
What?
bass.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. The more you know.
That much I know is true.
I had no idea. That's cool.
Absolutely.
If you'd like to know more information on all things Spector, we will link down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff.
I'm still Mike.
He's still Mike. We'll see you next time.